Welcome to qnawire.
I have an absolutely huge problem here, and it's a marathon problem. We're given an absolute ton of information here. And for our first order of business, we're asked to find the formula of A. Let me verify that. Formula of X. And I've written the chemical equation right here that we're using, and I've done some calculations. I know Q of my reactions equals negative Q of my water. So Q of my water will equal the specific heat times the mass times the change in temperature. And I get negative 189. I gotta go find this. Hang on. Negative 189 kilojoules. So there's my kilojoules. And then I've used this equation to solve for my molar mass right here. Okay, then after we've got our molar mass, then we're asked to, what was I asked to find? Hang on. Find the formula for X. Okay, so we know, where's my B? Let me check a couple things here. So here's this and this and this. Plug my values again, I get a negative 189.8 Q. Okay. I'm still here just looking for a couple things. So I'm going to do the following now. I'm going to take 1 mole of X equals 227 grams, and that'll equal 3.00 moles of CO2 times 44.01 grams per mole. I'm going to add to that 2.50 moles of H2O, and this should have been CO2. And that'll be 18.02 grams per mole plus 0.25 moles times 32.00 grams per mole plus the mass of A. Okay. So let's do the mass of A in 1.00 moles. This will equal 227 grams minus 132.0 grams minus 45.05 grams minus 8 grams, and that will equal 42 grams of A. Then we're going to make moles of P produced, so I'm going to go P or N total equal PV over RT. I'm going to get P total equals the pressure of all gases. That will be 747 torr divided by 760 torr over 1 ATM. And then I'll have 12.0 liters. We're going to divide that by 0.08206 L ATM over K-mole. We'll take that times 302. Wait. I just 302.67, and this will equal my moles of A moles of A, moles of X. What am I doing here? I've got this value, and this will equal 0.150 moles of A. So my molar mass will be equal 42 grams divided by 1.50 moles, and that'll equal 28 grams per mole. So this will be N2 is the gas. Okay, that's a biggie here. Now we can find the formula of X. We're going to have X yields 3CO2 3CO2, 2.5 H2OL, 0.025 G plus 1.5 N2. Okay, so then B, our work, will equal P delta V. Let me do this. I'm not quite done. Okay, we've got an N2, formula of A, okay, X will equal 3 moles, 5 moles, then I have it'll be 3 moles and 9 moles. That's nitroglycerin. Okay, then for B, I've got to figure out what we're asked for B. Please have another window open. Yes. I guess I don't want to go there. I want to go to my textbook. B, pressure volume work for the decomposition. Pressure volume work. Okay. So my pressure volume work, negative P delta V, and this will equal negative 778 torr times 1 over 760 torr, and what's my given here? 778, 760. And then that will equal what, 12.3 liters atmosphere per kmol. And then negative 12.3 liters per atmosphere, 101.3 joules, LKM, that equals negative 1250 joules. Okay, this will equal 1.25 kilojoules. Okay, let me keep moving here. For C, we are asked, I'm so tired I can barely function. C, a molar change in internal energy. Okay, so for B, got that. So delta E, Q plus W, where Q equals delta H, because we're at constant pressure. So I'm going to get W is equal to negative 1.25 kilojoules per 0.100 moles. This will be negative 12.5 kilojoules per mole. And the delta E is, of course, equal to delta H minus P delta V. Okay, I'm just making sure I got this down here. So let's do our delta E will be equal to negative 1893 1893 kilojoules per mole. 1893 kilojoules, and then I'll have minus 12.5 mole, or 12.5 kilojoules per mole, and delta E equals my delta H. That'll equal negative 1893 minus negative 12.5, and this will be negative 1906. Okay, I got a little bit more to do here. The delta H can be figured out from our standard enthalpies, equal the sum of the delta H of the products minus the sum of the delta H for the reactants. Oopsie, and let me plug my values in. Negative 1893, and those will be equal to 3 H, remember which one this was. I think it was my one set. One eight, plus 2.5 let me see here. This equals this. That'll be negative 393. 3 times negative 393.5 plus 2 times negative 286 kilojoules minus delta H F. And we'll end up here with minus 3 kilojoules per mole. That's all I have of this.